Hello everyone, Sorjura here. In our last video, we explored the endless possibilities of MetaSound, right? Today, we're gonna start laying the groundwork. First, right-click in an empty space in the content browser. Go to Audio and select MetaSound source. See the file name? We're gonna add the prefix MSS here. Why? Well, when you're building a game, you will end up with tons of sound files and MetaSound sources, all mixed together. Adding that prefix lets you identify it as a MetaSound source at a single glance. You really want to get into this habit now, so you don't get lost in a sea of thousands of files later on. After all, the first step to becoming a pro is keeping your workspace organized. Let's name it MSS AMB Loop 2D Mono. This way, the name itself tells you it's an MSS file, it's for an ambient loop, and it's a 2D mono sound. Once you've got a name set, double-click it to open it up. Don't be intimidated by the dark screen. This is basically our sound factory. It might look complex, but you only need to remember two areas. The left side is the entrance, and this wide open center area is our workbench. Now, right-click anywhere in the central area. See the long list of the menus? Each one of these is a feature box, what we called a node. Think of these nodes like Lego blocks. We pull them out and snap them together to create whatever functionality we need. First thing first, type Wave Player Mono in a search bar and bring that one out. This is our sound player. Take a look right in the middle, you'll see this option called Wave Asset. That's exactly where we need to drop our audio file. How do we get it in there? Super easy. Just grab your wave file, drag it right in, and it's right there. Let's go ahead and rename this guy to WAMB Loop Wind. So that just by glancing at the name, we instantly know it's a wave asset, an ambient sound, it loops, and it's a sound of the wind. Alright, let's click on the wave assets. A list will pop up, just type in the name we just created, click on it, and you are all set. See those little round pins sticking out? You need to connect these pins to other boxes so they can talk to each other and start producing sound. Now, let's start connecting these boxes with lines. But heads up, you cannot just connect anything to anything. You have to pay attention to the colors of the pins. White is the command signal. It's a wire that sends out orders. Pink is the audio data. That's the actual sound wave that heads to your speaker. And finally, red represents true, false. Simply put, it's asking a question, should I do this or not? There are a few more types out there, but for this video, let's just stick to these three. Alright, connect the white pin from on play to the play pin on the wave player. Then, check the LED loop box to set it to true. After that, plug out mono into output. Here's one thing that beginners miss, the unfinished pin. If you don't send a signal to the engine that the sound is done, your computer keeps wasting memory on it. So, whenever a sound ends, always make it a habit to connect that unfinished pin. Don't skip it. Shall we try placing our finished MetaSound into the map? You can just drag and drop it into the level, and the sound will start playing immediately. You might be thinking, wow, that was easy. But honestly, that's only half a job. Why? Because if you do it that way, you lose all your control. What if the sound starts playing and you suddenly want to turn it off? Or maybe the player walks away and you want the volume to fade out. If you just drop it onto the stage like that, the engine won't listen to a word you say. So today, instead of just dragging it in, we are gonna learn the proper actor method to give the engine full control over our sound. let's build a house for our sound. In Unreal Engine, if you want to play anything into your game world, you have to create an actor. So, what is an actor? Basically, it's anything that lives and functions inside your game engine. Actors can be things you see, like characters or buildings, but they can also be invisible objects that just learn command, like play the wind sound. Right-click in your content browser, select BluePrint class, and then click Actor. Let's name it BP Wind Manager. The BP stands for BluePrint. Using a naming convention like this is vital, because when you have thousands of files later, you'll instantly know, oh, this is a blueprint where I've set up some logic. Now, double-click to open up your BP Wind Manager. It looks empty, right? That's exactly what an act looks like on the inside. Now, we need to give it vocal cords so it can actually make a sound. Click the Add button in the top left corner, search for audio, and add it in. Now, this actor has the ability to play sound. Finally, select the new audio component and look at the details panel on the right. You'll see a sound slot. Just drop your MetaSound source file right in there. Does that make sense? An actor is just a container we place in the map, and we've essentially installed a sound component inside it as a part. Since we didn't add any mesh component to make it visible, it's completely invisible in the actual game world. By using this actor method, you gain the freedom to turn the sound on and off whenever you want while making your game. This is exactly how pro developers handle sound. Now, for the final step, it's time to tell our actor to start talking. At the top, you'll see several tabs. Click on the one labeled Event Graph. In simple terms, a blueprint is like an instruction manual that you are writing for the engine. Think of this event graph as a blank canvas where you write those instructions. If you look at the screen, you'll see a single red node called Event Begin Play. This is the most important starting signal, meaning the exact moment the game begins. We need to bring that audio component we created earlier onto our instruction sheet. Click and hold the audio item in the components list on the left, and just drag and drop it onto graph. Now, we are ready to give the command. And let's click it, hold it, and drag it out. See the line following your mouse? When you release the mouse, a search box will pop up, type in play and click on it. A play node will appear, automatically connected to the other one. Notice the blue line connecting them? That's telling the play node exactly what to play. We are essentially pointing to our audio component and saying, vocal cords, play your sound. Remember our golden rule? The white line is the command signal. So, if you grab the white line from Event Begin Play and plug it right in here, we just basically telling the actor the absolute second the game starts, fire up the invincible speaker we just built. Lastly, click the compile button in the top left corner. Think of this as a final step where you translate your instruction into a language the computer can understand and save. Now, drag this actor into your map and hit play. Just like we set it up, you'll hear that wind sound the very second the game starts. This sound isn't locked in. You can change it on the fly anytime using the actor blueprint. Today, you didn't just upload a file. You learned how to command the engine on how to play sounds. This method you've learned today is the most important foundation, the backbone for controlling every single sound in your game from now on. Next time, we'll look at how to control this system even better and more efficiently. That's it for me. See you in the next one.